able to get this one across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
16 yards. First down, Lions.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll drop the throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Second and 5. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A gain of 6 there on first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Silver. Check 24. Check 24.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Push him back. Hey, Orbit. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the slant. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it. Hey, Haywood. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get ready. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'm coming. 58, boys, 58. Big River.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check 13. Check 13.
Five.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. He can't hang.
Snap.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Sit up. 180. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Hey, alert.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. He's got Burton here. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Move.
Check down. 3 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 40. Hey, we heavy on the end.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
64, weak.
They run with Logan. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 27-yard line.
Right 80.
Combo. I'm going to come back to you.
Red, come. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
0-0, Mike. Lock in.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Motion backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. T.J. Logan. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Smith.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Kump. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
To number 81. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Fire.
They will run with Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
6-6, pull it high. Ready?
This is Grant. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On the carry, it's Logan. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Jared Davis on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and short. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. The end result, 21 yards. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Watch the screen. Pass. Watch it.
That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Got one.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 23 yards, the final tally. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
218, chopper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal.
I got number 18. I got you, 18. SOS. Hey, word. SOS. Like 3.
They run again with Logan. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey. We got 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Let flow.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. T.J. Logan, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
You got me ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
You draw Porter.
Check.
Lock in. Topper.
Now Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Switch it. Come on,
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
14 yards into Chicago, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Logan. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 40. Hey, wahoo! Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Badgley's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Ready, set.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they to throw here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.